latter stages. But Fer, he investigates towards second middle and decides to fall back. So this will be a slow default by the looks of things from Mousesports, just waiting for that relentless aggression that was displayed on the first map.
Yeah, I think we're going to have similar sort of story from that T side of Mousesports, being very slow and methodical, taking a site and trying to exploit it. But there's Oscar, drive-by Glock headshot delivered to Fallen. Not going to open up B. There is a second player there in the form of Stewie 2K, and Fur's making a move around from CT spawn. They are bolstering up the B defense, but this leaves A very vulnerable. coldzera by himself. Tarek is also making inroads over on the B side.
Advantage for Mousesports here, but the action from Fer doesn't work out for them. Oscar, he takes yet another. That's going to be 2 frags to his name. Surely this is the Mousesports round. Remember, they had that 4-0 start on Mirage, but it all went so horribly wrong after that. They need this pistol just to stabilize himself, get themselves back in the game mentally, I would say, at this point. Time ticking away, but still a healthy amount. Dewey, though, so good of the USP. Vince, as he lights 2 of them up. He wants more as well. He ain't done just yet. Does more damage towards Snacks, but decides to fall back.
It's 2 clean kills. He's on 100 health still. And now they're going to have to rotate with not much time left. By the time they get to A side, they're not going to be able to re-rotate again. They are going all out on A, and coldzera is laid in wait in pit. He just has to peak at the right moment, and this round could be done. He's going to miss out on that chance, but bomb goes out into the open. coldzera picks up 2, and this should be the round. Snacks has got 1 back, but he's going to be facing off a 2v1. They're not going to push him just yet, though, Henry. They're going to wait together and look to funnel through the smoke.
They're trying to maximize their potential to win the round. Yeah. Going through smoke is not a good idea. They've got a kit. They don't have to rush that much. Snacks can only be in a handful of positions. Now I know exactly where he is. He'll have to do something magnificent here with the Glock, and it's not going to happen for him.
So bank balance is looking healthy. Stewie 2K, close range. Doesn't want to give this life away needlessly. That flashbang allows Chris J to just perforate into Banana, and he's got himself a second entry. This is exactly what Mousesports were hoping for. He could go in for a third, just falls before teeing off the shot with the AWP. That's what got him killed, but there's Oscar to pick up the pieces. And have to trade across to the AWP 4-on-2, and it doesn't seem like MIBR want any part of this.
There it is. Bomb will go down. Much better by Mousesports, and exactly that. Sure, they realized they couldn't win the previous round, but that's fine. They managed to pick up the pieces here and recover. 4-2. And so back in the game, Snacks with a nice work there towards a quad, but coldzera will take him down in response. He's looking to survive the AWP. I think the money
in the previous map, and now Rops really having a quick walk through apps. See if he can find any of these CTs, but there's Tarek with 1. Oh, it's going to be coldzera that comes to the aid of Tarek and drops off the balcony. Excellent trading from MIBR, and just after Mousesports were getting ahead of steam, they've been completely silenced again.
I like the adjustment there from MIBR. That's a really difficult setup to make work. The double apartment approach there with the AWP. You miss 1 shot, and the AKs can peek at the same time.
Hey. Another player up there with one of the best. Oh, Fallen. He's not going to miss that opportunity and goes in for seconds. And smoke is going to skew his vision, though. But Chris J's knocked to 43.
And now they can just leave Fallen there. That smoke down at T steps. He knows it's nothing. There's no threat behind that. His teammate can actually just fall back. Stewie backing him up for now, just in case. Going to wait for the smoke to dissipate. This is looking incredibly good for MIBR. coldzera not going to miss that ever. Snacks goes down. Chris J's been tagged up. He's got the AWP, but surely this
is left, and Mousesports will start to make a move. They're going to be setting up for some smokes onto B site. They've got a Molotov, a couple flashes now remaining. Fallen's going to throw down his own smoke and a HE just to stop the oncoming terrorists, but they're not quite there just yet. Half a minute left. They're going to have to push through this smoke. And with Fallen and Stewie already in position and a third coming up, it's looking incredibly rough right now for the terrorists. And Fallen pushes through the smoke, takes the fight to Mousesports. Chris J, in credit to him, is standing tall and delivering some shots, but that miss has probably just cost him the round.
Yeah, if he hits that, he really does have a fighting chance, and I don't think he spotted the bomb up there just yet. It's not going to matter either.
On Arch, they have every conceivable angle covered, and now they have just bolstered up the A defense with a 4th player, which is Stewie. Fer doesn't need any backup. He's good to find frags himself, but he will be on the receiving end of a battering courtesy of Rops, who is now making a move into apps just outside. I think coldzera can maybe see a pixel protruding around the corner. Not quite just yet, though.
Difficult situation for coldzera. That is not an ideal angle, as you've seen, but he does set up Tarek perfectly. 2 kills come in, dinks another as well, but Oscar somehow, I was about to say, takes over the A side, but Stewie was waiting in the doldrums. Fallen spotted him, and that's going to be Sunny going down. Decent.
Seen this tactic already deployed in rounds prior, but because MIBR have been so incredibly back and forth and very hard to predict, Mousesports can't take anything for granted. But Fallen has been caught by Oscar. Stewie 2K needs to step up. He needs to have crazy impact. He's got one at the very least and stalled the push for the time being. And Mousesports could very well wrap back onto A, assuming the over-rotation will come into play.
That was actually very well done by Oscar there. Close range, high pressure situation. They read it well. You can see they know Fallen's tendencies. They threw the flash to actually bait him out. Oscar was just waiting for him to jump up the half wall there. But still, a lot to do here, Vince, and they don't really have the time. 25 seconds, and who's waiting for the other side? I'd assume it's Fur, and indeed it is. He only has 1 HE grenade, though. I don't see him getting more than 1. This has to be a Mousesports round. Surely.
You'd really hope so for the overall score as well, Henry. They're not going to get many better opportunities than this. Fur is using the pillar to try and shield him from the oncoming spray of bullets, but it's not going to keep him alive. coldzera not far off and landing a shot through the smoke. Has been tagged down to 80. Although Tarakaz came in with a kill, if he can get this second one onto Rops, then this is back on. Not going to happen, and coldzera will try and peace out, but he could be caught. Sort of pick up their third. That's gone down alongside Rops. And wouldn't you know it, once again, it's 1 step forward, Henry, and 2 steps backwards.
Yeah, and there's the double M4 setup this time in the apartments. They really are quite brutal in that area. It's a quite caged Mousesports here, not quite as much flair as we're used to seeing. Flashbang had to come in, it's going to set his teammate up. Presumably Stewie with him. Flashbang's deployed. Fallen wants to take all the aggro he can, but Stewie pounces and takes another down.
Just aggression proving to be the nemesis of Mousesports in this round. And they're stuck. They're pincered in. Tarek is watching the retreat on T-steps. Banana is going to be their graveyard. Sunny, next player to fall, leaving CSGO, and a 1-4 has picked up 1. That smoke is going to buy him up a little bit of time to now make a move back, but there is Tarek. Piece of MIBR just playing that good, or are Mousesports off the boil a little bit here too?
I think in this particular case, I think Mousesports look out of their depth. They look rattled. They look like they can't contain what MIBR are presenting right now. As soon as they start adjusting, MIBR are changing things up completely. Like we saw that 4-man nuke strike towards Banana. They've got dynamic strategies right now. But as we're talking, we can't see Mousesports getting back into this. It's a 3 versus 2. Sure, Sunny has no HP, but the bomb's planted and the CTs are pretty far removed.
They sure are. But last round of the half, they're going to go for this. They do have a couple smokes, Incendiary, Fur and Fallen. Often the last 2 remaining players on Mirage 2 as the B players. But Oscar is going to make sure that Fallen will play no further part in this endeavor. Fur to pick up the mantle, does land the frag, but he's lost 88 health in that trade. And with him will go the round perspective. Sunny's going to go straight down mid though, but he's by himself. And somehow survives with 67 health. I was sure he was going to get wrecked almost instantly. Rops round the back, though, finds Fur, who did go in and silence Stacks just beforehand. Stewie answers back, and MIBR have the player advantage. Additionally, they have banana control. But here in lays Sunny.
Oh my god, he's ready to go, isn't he? That's a lovely shot towards Fallen, but still a lot of work to do here. These shots have to connect. Rops, he does get one of them, but such low HP for the remaining. Oscar, it might not matter, Vince. He does manage to hit a wonderful shot towards the T-steps there, and the race is on, because Stewie, he knows he can get the bomb down now. He can absolutely be... He didn't even have to use that smoke, in my opinion, knowing his position. I guess maybe if he knifed out all the way, he'd get that just as he's planting right now. But still, this is a huge advantage. I'd be so surprised if Oscar can win this.
I mean, Oscar has 15 health. Stewie still has a molly, which he's just thrown out. And they'll waste so much time. Yeah, I mean, it's so hard to see how Oscar pulls this off. Crazy things have happened. But Stewie, stand at the back of New Box.
He could be anywhere. Exactly.
And that's going to be in the back of his mind. But all he has to do is land one bullet, and that's going to be it. Determining factor. Again, one player. Going to be Chris J on the B side.
Oh, it's very tense. 1 minute remaining. They have got the mid control. Oscar and Robswo holding a defensive crossfire. Snacks patrolling the arch. Just leaves Chris J alone. You can see the significant HP advantage for the CTs here, and Oscar trying to capitalize upon it with the MAC-10. Is there any other weaponry for him here? Looking for some intel, going around the corner, could get more than he's bargaining for. If he does get the intel, but at least doesn't get dinked in the process, can fall back and a nice smoke deployed. With 35 seconds, that's going to funnel them up quad.
Exactly. That was worthwhile, because he knows they have to push A now. Oscar going to try and use the smoke, and savagely dispatches of Stewie 2K. Still be going in for more, but coldzera with 2.
No
Dropped to 44, but he's got 3 kills already in this round, leaving Snacks and Chris J to try and clean up the mess that has become the A bomb site. They're going to look to make a move on together, both from the Archer's side. coldzera, not entirely sure as to where they currently reside, so he's going to peek up into apps. And meanwhile, his tag team partner of Tarek is watching mid. But now coldzera is about to get tried and tested. Tarek in the meanwhile is going to open up. This is going to turn the attention of the 2 CTs towards his position. And coldzera, with the kill, should have got this round under wraps. There's no way that Chris J can clutch. MIBR have complete that up momentarily as MIBR with a finger on the pulse of B. Looking like they're going to go for the jugular. Incendiary has been thrown out. Chris J is going to open up with the first one. The Molotov is going to force coldzera's hand into the smoke, but he hasn't been spotted just yet. Inferno is doing damage. Chris J falls at the back of the site, funneling the 2 remaining CTs through into the ruin side. And now Fur can force his way to the back of the site. It's going to be a smoke on the CT side. Now the CTs simply can't do too much. They have to wait for the cavalry to arrive, and they only have 1 flashbang remaining. They
have no kit either, Vince. This is looking like a nightmare. How do you even get through? There's been 3 smokes now in succession towards that CT area. They'll have to boost up with the flashbang, but Fur is ready for it. Not known to be an AWP. Can't hit the shot, but coldzera should be able to finish this one off. It's going to be close, though. 1 versus 1 now. Can he do it? Remember, no kit. As long as he just stays alive and avoids the headshot, he'll be fine, but I don't think he can defuse this bomb regardless. What do you think?
It's going to be very close. I think he may have just missed out.
Okay, if he threw that smoke, Vince, he was in actually a great position to do massive damage here. He will get 1, but surely he might be going down here. He's now stuck in a horrible position, but still finding the frags. Rob's keeping the dream alive here.
Smoke used to deliver Sanctuary, and Robs is going to turn the tides. Turn the table on MIBR, leaving Stewie. And who else to push the smoke? Did he make a little bit of noise there? No.
Oh, my God.
And he's going to wait. He's going to bide his time and see if any more CT show their hand.
God, this is sick.
There's no reason for Ops to turn around. Stewie is playing this so intelligently. If he gets a second kill or a second player lines up, it could be so huge, but the time is starting to dwindle, so he has to pull the trigger on Rops. I love it.
If he wants to go out there, and he's going to keep 3 towards A so far, Vince. This is actually looking wonderful for him. He's going to make noise now and try and catch him in transition. And he wants the first, get the frag. Oh my God, Tarek shuts down the A side. The spray control from hell as they try and take him down, but he's just too powerful in that position. Oscar now can't do anything about this. It's a serious point.
I can see his head was spinning too. He actually second-guessed himself twice. Kind of utility. We have no kits across the board, but Chris J. He's going to put that bullet center mass and send Stewie 2K into round 25. Although he may not need to come back if MIBR can clutch this round out now. It would maintain their unbeaten streak under the puppet master of Yanko. Mousesports aren't out of this just yet, though. A hail of grenades land onto quad. Molotovs accompanied by first push. Not too much information gathered, though, by either team. Bit of a stalemate locking in. Sonny having a quick look through on the Archer's side. This smoke is about to disappear. Will he get the timing onto the team? I think he's just starting to look around now as Rops will drop the hammer onto Fur. Just under 30 seconds, they've got to push straight onto the site. They've got to try and get this bomb down. MIB, otherwise they are going to see another round. And Stewie will be called upon once more. Tarek's going to land the headshot though, but there goes Sonny. Now Oscar, close range with the AWP. Maybe called on to get the final frag. Misses out on that chance, and Tarek goes in. He's already been pulling out kills left, right, and center, and he's put himself in the debate for potentially taking this round.
Ooh,
a ridiculous
what?
And he's landed onto Chris J. Mousesports are somehow letting this slip, and Tarek's done it. An unreal play. The Content King strikes again.